Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ channel. Full stop. Today LVT-SHOWBIZ channel we bring you the following hot information. Liu Yifei's midnight photo sends China into a frenzy, a deep dive into her enduring allure. In the age of digital noise and algorithm-chasing content, very few celebrities can break the internet with a single, quiet move. Liu Yifei, China's beloved fairy sister, proved she's still in a league of her own when, at midnight on June 24, she casually dropped a photo on social media that sent the entire country into a state of admiration and collective insomnia. The image? A rare and tastefully seductive shot of Liu in rose-printed sleepwear, hair cascading in soft waves, her natural charm glowing in the dim light. Within hours, the post went viral, igniting social platforms like Weibo, Douyin, and Xiaohongshu. It wasn't just a photo, it was a cultural moment. And it reaffirmed one thing: Liu Yifei doesn't need controversy, scandals, or PR gimmicks to dominate headlines. She just needs to be herself. Let's take a closer look at this seemingly simple image and why it holds so much power in one of the world's largest and most competitive entertainment industries. The photo that shook the night. The photo itself is deceptively simple. Liu Yifei sits, seemingly relaxed, in a delicate floral nightgown that falls gracefully over her slender frame. Her hair, styled in soft curls, flows effortlessly, framing a face that has become iconic over 2 decades. No filter overload, no provocative angles, just serenity, subtle seduction, and supreme confidence. It wasn't posted with a caption that screamed for attention. In fact, there was barely any context. And perhaps that's what made it even more powerful. It was authentic, spontaneous, and profoundly human. In a digital world where perfection is often curated to exhaustion, this slice of natural beauty felt like a breath of fresh air. Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ channel. Full stop. Today LVT-SHOWBIZ channel we bring you the following hot information. A storm of reactions across Chinese social media. Within minutes of being posted, Liu's photo became one of the top trending topics on Weibo. Thousands of comments flooded in, ranging from poetic admiration to humorous declarations of sleepless obsession. It's midnight, and I'm rewarded with the goddess in silk. How does she make nightwear look this classy? She's the reason I can't sleep tonight. Her presence is calming and intoxicating at the same time. The elegance, the confidence, this is what a real star looks like. Chinese media outlets like China Times and QQ Entertainment were quick to pick up the story, noting that this was an extremely rare moment where Liu Yifei allowed a more intimate, casual glimpse into her personal life. Her carefully maintained image has always leaned toward elegance, grace, and modesty. This change of tone, subtle though it was, captivated netizens who are more accustomed to her red carpet poise or historical drama grace. Why this photo mattered more than it should have. To an outsider, this might seem like just another celebrity selfie. But in the context of Liu Yifei's brand, it's far from ordinary. For over 2 decades, Liu has built an image rooted in ethereal beauty and soft sophistication. Her nickname, THN2NTT, or Fairy Sister, comes from her almost otherworldly aura, made famous through roles in iconic series like The Return of the Condor Heroes and Chinese Paladin. In a sea entertainment landscape often defined by overexposure and calculated controversy, Liu Yifei's strategy has always been different. She rarely posts. She rarely engages in social drama. She never follows the heat like many of her peers. This photo, therefore, felt both shockingly personal and refreshingly unstrategic, which made it even more memorable. Define the skinny ideal of Chinese showbiz. Equally significant is Liu Yifei's quiet resistance to the unrealistic beauty standards of the Chinese entertainment industry. Over the years, Biz has developed a well-documented obsession with ultra-thin physiques. From idol trainees to top-tier actresses, the pressure to achieve a skinny aesthetic is relentless. But Liu Yifei has never fully subscribed to that ideal. Yes, she has recently slimmed down, reportedly for an upcoming film project. But even at her leanest, she retains a healthy, womanly figure. Her arms may be full, her shoulders broad, but she wears strapless dresses and body-skimming outfits with ease and pride. She's not afraid of looking real. In fact, she embraces it. This sense of balance, between grace and groundedness, is part of what keeps her fan base loyal and ever-growing. She's relatable yet untouchable. Regal yet real. Liu Yifei, a career built on poise, not publicity. Liu Yifei's journey to stardom is the stuff of legend. Born in Wuhan in 1987, she moved to the US as a child, then returned to China to study at the prestigious Beijing Film Academy. She shot to fame in her teens, quickly landing leading roles in fantasy dramas that cemented her image as a pure and almost mythical beauty. But Liu wasn't content with just local fame. In 2020, she stepped onto the global stage as the lead in Disney's Mulan. While the film received mixed reviews, Liu's performance, and her unwavering poise amid geopolitical tensions and online backlash, demonstrated the strength of her character. Even in international interviews, Liu remained composed, respectful, and proud of her heritage. She didn't pander to Hollywood expectations. She didn't cave under internet pressure. She remained Liu Yifei, and that consistency has become her greatest strength. What makes Liu Yifei's beauty so impactful? It's not just about her face, though it helps that she has one of the most photogenic faces in Asia. It's about the entire package, her expression, her posture, her confidence, and the way she carries herself. Here's what sets her apart. 1. Timeless visuals. While many actresses undergo visible transformations to chase trends, Liu Yifei has largely kept her natural features. Her look hasn't changed much in 20 years, and that's part of her appeal. She represents continuity in a world obsessed with change. 2. Authentic elegance. Liu doesn't need heavy styling or theatrical makeup to stand out. Even in minimalist settings, she shines. Her elegance comes from within, not just her wardrobe. 3. Unapologetic confidence. She doesn't hide her physical imperfections, she doesn't try to please everyone. Whether she is walking the red carpet or posting a bedtime photo, she shows up with quiet assurance. 4. Mystique overexposure. In the age of oversharing, Liu is a master of restraint. She rarely updates fans on her daily life. Every appearance feels intentional, making each moment more valuable. A lesson in star power, without trying too hard. Liu Yifei's recent photo drop teaches a subtle but powerful lesson: you don't have to be loud to be unforgettable. In a sea of celebrities pushing boundaries for attention, Liu simply exists, and the world can't look away. This brand of stardom is increasingly rare. It requires patience, discipline, and a deep understanding of one's own identity. Liu doesn't reinvent herself every season, she refines what's already there. And because of that, every photo, every appearance, and every performance feels like a continuation of a timeless story. What's next for Liu Yifei? According to industry insiders, Liu is currently preparing for a new historical drama project expected to begin filming in late summer. The production remains under wraps, but speculation is rife that it will be a major hit. If history is any indicator, Liu will approach it the same way she does everything else, with elegance, dedication, and a refusal to compromise her principles. And whether she's portraying a warrior princess, a gentle heroine, or a modern muse, fans know she'll deliver with authenticity. Final thoughts: why Liu Yifei still reigns supreme. In 2025, Liu Yifei is not just surviving in a crowded entertainment world, she's thriving. Her image remains pristine, her artistry respected, and her fan base ever loyal. The midnight photo that captivated a nation is not a turning point in her career, it's just another chapter in a book of quiet brilliance. It reminds us that sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply be yourself, without apology, without pretense, and without fear. Because when you're Liu Yifei, one photo is enough to make an entire country pause, swoon, and yes, lose sleep.